Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Real Men Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and start. You know how this is.
All right, so on today's topic, we're going to be talking about physical fitness and exercise regimen.
All right, so I'm going to start asking the questions today. First question is, for David, how do you define the role of physical fitness in your life?
All right, so for physical fitness, I would say it plays an important factor in our daily life. It's hard to sometimes have a routine, especially if you have a busy life. If you're going to school, you're studying, you have kids, you have a family, it makes it 10 times more difficult to get on track. But I think it's something that we should all be doing our best. You don't have to go to the gym necessarily. Maybe you go to the park, take a walk. Any physical activity will play a big part in your mental health and well-being.
Can you share your overall approach to designing an exercise regimen?
I would say it depends on the person, because of course you could make it as difficult as you want. Anything would help. I would say pretty much trying anything you could possibly do. If you did 10 push-ups last week, do 11 this week. Mainly try to stay consistent as possible. As long as you try to stay consistent, over time you'll be able to add.
And what motivates you to stay committed to your fitness goals?
I would say here it plays a bigger part on your mental health. My way of feeling mentally plays a bigger part than how I look. Going to the gym makes me feel mentally stronger, and going every single day gives you a instant gratification. Every day you're getting stronger or weaker depending on your activities and your daily routine.
Okay, so the results, the outcomes.
How do you balance different types of exercise within your routine?
Well, I'm not a fitness expert like David over here. But I do like doing exercise. I know one of the most essential activities in our life, anywhere from when you're a kid up to when you're an adult. Just trying to do it a little bit of everything or a lot of everything. Upper body, lower body, legs, arms, bicep, chest. And the way that I balance different types of exercises within my routine is that I just do sets of 30 or sets of 40. Everyone does exercise differently. The way that I do it, it's just to stay in shape. I do 100 push-ups, obviously throughout the day, 9 in one setting. I do 100 sit-ups, and that's pretty much what I focus on. I focus on push-ups and sit-ups, and sometimes I run on the treadmill. We have a treadmill here.
Try to be as active as you possibly can. Everyone might have a different routine. It will be difficult for everyone in general. For someone, it might be easier to go every single day. Not everyone's meant to be a gym rat. Not everyone is able to work out every single day. At this point, I think it's more important for you to try to do as much as you can within your circumstance. If you know in your mind that you're trying your best and you're able to do as much as you can, then you're set. You don't have to worry about the other person and worry about what they're doing.
Exactly. As long as you're winning, that's what matters.
Can you discuss the impact of physical fitness on your mental well-being?
There's a huge impact on my well-being, on my mental well-being when it comes to fitness, because I've noticed that there's days where I'm slouchy or where I'm just not feeling myself, and I just do 30, 40 push-ups, or I do some sit-ups, and I get my blood pumping through my vein, and I just feel like I'm awake again. I just feel powerful again. And the days that I run on the treadmill, I run for like 5 or 6 or 7 miles. It might be a lot for somebody, it might be nothing for someone else. However, for me, those 5 or 6 miles are just, it helps my mind, it helps my brain just to think better, to think clearer, and to get things done. And I feel happy about myself. I feel content that I'm putting in work.
Yeah. And if you're happy with what you see in the mirror, at the end of the day, it's on you to take action. So working out definitely plays a huge impact on your well-being, and if you look good, you will feel great. That's for sure. All right, so share insights into the connection between nutrition and your fitness journey.
I like fasting. I like fasting a lot, and I do it for the Lord. And I don't do it for anyone to see me. And I don't do it for anyone to feel bad for me or absolutely nothing like that. I just do it because I don't find all my power and all my strength on food. I find all my power and all my strength through God, through Jesus. And however, when I'm done fasting, I do eat a very nutritious meal. And some days when I'm not fasting, I forget that I have to eat because I'm used to fasting. And at the end of the day, I'm like, wait, I'm starting to get tired, and I eat something and I just get some energy again, and I feel wonderful when I eat something. I have food, I have tons of food. I have have way more food that I could never ask for. And, food, I have never lacked food, whether it was through my parents or through my hard work. I have never lacked food, thank God. However, I don't take advantage of it, but I 100% I do acknowledge that if you don't eat, and depending on what you eat, no matter how much exercise you do, you're not gonna feel strong. You have to eat healthy.
Yeah, and it also makes you feel a certain way. Like, I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with eating fast food from time to time, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it has happened to everyone. After you eat that big hamburger with French fries and a Coke, you feel a little bit like full to a point where it's kind of like it's a bad type of full.
Yeah.
And
lazy.
Lazy. And the problem with that is maybe like in an hour or two, you might be hungry again.
Exactly.
So it doesn't fill you up in the long run. It fills you up on the moment. And yeah, of course, we all love to eat fast food. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but there should be a balance.
Okay. And how do you overcome challenges or setbacks in maintaining a fitness routine?
I would say taking one day at a time. Taking one day at a time, because if you focus on one day, say today, for whatever reason, you were not able to go to the gym, you were stressed out, you were depressed, you were down, you were just not feeling it. As long as you don't fall into the domino effect of the bad habits, I think that's what matters. And if you take one day at a time, then the next day you need to try harder to get back on your feet and take action. And
Nice.
just don't let that domino effect go sideways, so that way you don't have that problem.
You can have a setback a day or two, but just keep going at it the next day.
Correct.
Can you describe the specific workout or exercise that you find the most effective?
Well, I would say everything. I mean, I personally hate leg day. I hate leg day and doing cardio. But, I mean, it's those things that you hate that sometimes give you the greatest satisfaction. For example, whenever I'm finished doing leg day and I have to walk or run or do cardio, even though I hate it, I push through it, I make it happen. At the end of my workout, I get a satisfaction of accomplishment, knowing that even though I hate leg day, I was able to push through and I got it done, and it just feels really good every single time that I do it.
Discuss the importance of setting realistic and achievable fitness goals.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is I think everything that we do turns into habits, either good or bad habits. So it's really up to you to decide how you're going to achieve your goals. And this specific one, I've been through it so many different times, and I'm not saying I'm perfect at this. You learn as you go, and every single time that you fail, you get back up and you just keep trying different ways to approach this. So for me, setting things that are achievable are going to be easier for you to accomplish them, because there's no point of telling yourself, oh yeah, today I'm going to do some push-ups, knowing you could only do 20. And if you add little by little, you do the compound effect of doing 20 this week, 25 the next week, 30 the next, then it'll be easier for you to keep achieving your goals. How do you stay consistent with your exercise routine amidst a busy schedule?
I don't have a specific time for me to work out. I know 80% of the people have a specific hour or two throughout their day. I go to sleep late and I try to wake up early, even though sometimes I do wake up a bit later than I would want to. I don't have an hour or two set apart for exercising. What I do is that every hour or every 2 hours, I notice that it's 3 p.m. Let me go ahead and do 40 push-ups. And then, another hour passed. It's 4 p.m. And then let me do 50 sit-ups, for example. So that way, I just divide all my exercises throughout the day. And there's times where I miss out and I only do it once or twice. And there's days that I go all out and I do exercise every single hour or every 2 hours. And I just feel great, whether I'm working, whether I'm building my business, whether I'm recording this podcast.
Can you share a story where physical fitness positively influenced your professional life?
There's times that I wake up late. I usually like to wake up at 8 or 8:30. I go to sleep until 3 working, right? So I sleep 6 hours a day, let's say, for example. However, there's times that I go to sleep at 10 a.m. I wake up at 10 a.m. I wake up rushed and I wake up sleepy. Obviously, I clock in on time. When I say that I wake up at 10 a.m., it's because I wake up at 9:58, right? Obviously, I clock in on time. I don't like arriving late, absolutely any time. And if I ever do, I apologize and I do whatever it takes for that not to happen again. So if I'm lazy throughout the day, there's been many times that I'm lazy throughout the day and I just take my break real quick, I do exercises. I do a lot of exercise. I do sit-ups, I do push-ups, I run for 5 minutes, and I'm good for the rest of the day. It doesn't matter if I woke up late. It doesn't matter if I went to sleep late. I did exercise. I got my blood pumping through my veins, through my heart, through my brain, and ton of cells. Discuss the role of variety in workouts for preventing monotony.
I mean, I think anything in life, we have to switch it up so that we do things different and we don't get bored. For me in particular, right now I'm doing a 6-day split, so I'm working the muscle twice a week. But I like to switch it up in the routines I do, the exercise, the reps, the rep pattern. All right, so I have a way that I like to do my exercises to make sure that I don't hit a plateau where they stop growing. So sometimes you always have to confuse the muscle by doing different workouts, maybe do a little bit of CrossFit instead of doing a gym workout, or doing calisthenics, switching it up, anything that you could do that involves working out. For me in particular, I like to switch it up.
How do you approach recovery and rest within your fitness regimen?
Well, definitely I just take one day off. I normally work from Monday to Saturday, and I take Sunday off. I think at least one day to recover is enough for me. Like I said before, I mainly like to work out not only for the physique and the look, on how it makes you feel mentally.
Can you describe the impact of regular physical activities on your energy level?
There might be days where I feel a little bit more tired and a little bit more drained, but that's just because right now I'm not drinking any type of supplements. I'm not drinking creatine, I'm not drinking protein, I'm not drinking caffeine, I'm not drinking coffee. Yeah, that plays a big role where at first, when I stopped drinking coffee, I felt more drained, I felt tired, but that was just the first week or two. But now I already got the rhythm going. I feel great whenever I do work out. I feel energized and I feel a lot better. Especially for me, I prefer to work out in the mornings. I feel that it just makes your day start off really good. You wake up early, go to the gym, hit it hard, you get home, have your breakfast, take a shower, and you go about your day. I mean, I think that's the best way to start your day. At least for me, it makes me feel great. Share insights into the connection between goal setting and fitness achievements. Share insights into the connection between goal setting and fitness achievements.
You're gonna set goals, right? In order for you to take action on those goals, you have to stay active. Achieving your fitness goals will help you achieve your financial goals. You can be financially successful, but if you're still a dork, you're still a little weak man, no one's going to respect you no matter how much money you have. However, if you are poor and you're not financially successful, if you're a strong man, you're going to be respected. The perfect balance here is to be financially successful and strong.
How do you incorporate flexibility and mobility exercises in your routine?
I really don't, to be honest with you. I'm not really concerned about being super flexible. I think that's something women should be concerned about. Be honest here with the viewers, and to be honest with you guys, I really don't focus on stretching. However, if you're gonna work out for an hour or two, if you're gonna do really heavy workouts, I do recommend you to warm up for 5 minutes. Stretch your arms, stretch your shoulders, stretch your feet a little bit, do some stretching. I mean, David will tell you that.
Can you discuss the importance of form and technique in preventing injuries?
If you don't really know what you're doing and you're hurting yourself, I recommend either you drop the weight level, or get a coach, and that'll actually tell you what you need to do. I'm not an expert in fitness. If your muscle hurts because of the exercise you're doing and you can feel getting it tense, I think that's good. But if any other thing beside your muscle is hurting, I think that's a bad sign, and you should really consider that. Question for David: how do you stay motivated during periods of low enthusiasm for exercise?
There's no magical answer to this. It's just a matter of being disciplined and consistent as much as possible. As long as you're consistent and you're disciplined through your workouts or anything that you do in life, there's always going to be results. No matter what, if you're consistent, you will get results eventually. So that's something that you have to tell yourself. If you're going through a stage of maybe you don't have that much energies, or you don't have that much willpower, just remind yourself that as long as you're consistent, you will have results. So you just have to push through those bad days and find a way to keep going, because motivation is good, but motivation will only last for so long.
Share the role of accountability in maintaining your fitness commitment.
You have to try to find ways to be consistent. In this case, I don't know, I mean, there's so many different things you could do, but for example, let's say you want to go to the beach in a month or 2 months. Then set commitments. Commit to maybe not eating as much junk food for those 2 months, working out. You have something forward to. You have an end end goal. So by doing that, that would also help you to be more consistent and to stay disciplined with what you want to achieve.
Can you describe a specific fitness milestone that you are proud of achieving?
Working out every single day, Monday through Saturday, well, 6 days out of the week. That for me is a satisfaction that makes me feel really good. It makes me feel accomplished because I know not everyone is able to do that. And I know a lot of people would love to do something like that, but it's not easy because being able to accomplish that just makes me feel great. And I know that little by little, I will be getting results that I want. So it's just a matter of commitment.
So for you, actually working out 6 days a week without failing yourself and without not going, is an achievement of itself.
Oh yeah, it gives me a really great satisfaction knowing that I'm going every single day, because once I stop going for 1 or 2 days, I start to feel like there's a missing piece. And once I start feeling that missing piece, then it's a domino effect of doing other bad habits, maybe like eating junk food or sleeping too late and not waking up on time. So one thing will lead to another. So you have to watch your habits, you have to watch your compound habits that you do. If you start doing good habits, they will compound into greater habits.
Okay, can you share a moment where fitness became a stress relief mechanism for you?
Oh, every single day. Every single day.
Not just one.
Yeah, that every single day. That's therapy to me. I consider the gym to be my therapy session. Every single day that I go, I release tension, I release stress. It just makes me feel more relaxed mentally and physically. Discuss the importance of cross-training and its benefits in your regimen.
Yeah, we're doing like several different exercises, not just one. So I think it's very important because if you just work one muscle, you're gonna be super strong from the top. You're gonna be hella buff at the top, and you're gonna have chicken legs. Or it could be the other way around. You can have very strong legs, very big legs, very athletic legs, but you're gonna be very weak when it comes to your arms and your shoulders. And none of those two options are really the best. Are really great. I think you have to cross-train your brain. You have to cross-train your mind, not only your physical body. However, if we're just talking about physical body, you have to work out everything: calves, legs, even glutes, chest, arms, wrists. I'm sorry, what's it called? The forearm.
Wrist.
Forearm. Yeah, wrist kind of sounds suspicious, kind of sus. Kind of sus, huh? Yeah, your forearm, you gotta work out your chest, your arms, everything, your shoulders, your back. You gotta cross-train, not only do heavy lifting, but also do cardio. And I think that just having an overall, being able to achieve and be able to be highly successful on several areas is just better than being highly successful in one area when it comes to your body. Obviously, if we talk about financial success or businesses, obviously you gotta be a master at your craft. But when it comes to your body, I think having an overall achievement within every single muscle in your body is the best way to go. How do you tailor your fitness routine to align with your overall health goal?
I think, like I said earlier, it all goes a domino effect. So let me explain a little bit what I mean by this. So let's say if you buy a hamburger, you're going to buy Coke. And of course, the hamburger is going to come with fries. Throughout the day, let's say you want a snack, you're going to buy some chip, candy, and then maybe later on buy ice cream and so on.
I'm already grossed out.
So the same thing goes with working out and nutrition. If you're conscious that you're starting to work out and you're trying to have a better diet, you want a better physique, so that you have to watch out for what you eat depending on your size. And by doing this, if you start working out, then you're going to drink more water. If you drink more water and you start working out, then you're not going to be buying junk food, snacks, that chocolate bar, and so on. So instead of getting a chocolate bar, you might get an apple, and it would fall into a domino effect of making better habits. At least that's what happened with me.
Amazing. Every single action leads you to the next. Can you describe your approach to recovery recovery, including sleep and nutrition?
Well, I only have 1 day to recover, and I feel like that's fine with me. I work out in the morning, so I don't really have a problem throughout the day to recover. And with nutrition, like I said, I make sure that I eat my apple, my banana. I'm eating snacks that are as healthy as possible. I'm not saying that I might not eat a candy bar or ice cream here and there, but I wouldn't do that on a daily basis. Discuss the role of consistency in building long-term fitness habits. Discuss the role of consistency in building long-term fitness habits.
If you don't have consistency in life with your fitness habits, you're not going to achieve that. That's it, and that's as simple as it can get.
Yeah. Fitness and financial.
Fitness and financial as well. That you need to have consistency. It doesn't matter if you try hard 1 day or 2 weeks or 1 month. When the rest of your life you're going to be couch potato. You have to, even if you're young or even if you're old, put effort into having consistency in your life, and you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel content within you.
Yeah, those are the new generations that want that instant satisfaction.
How do you overcome mental barriers or self-doubt in your fitness journey?
By having faith and visualizing yourself achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. If you want that six-pack, you want to get lean, visualize yourself being there. And not only that, making sure you back it up with your daily habits of working out and eating healthy. So by doing that, you're going to motivate yourself to be consistent and be disciplined. So like I said earlier, as long as you're disciplined, you will achieve your goals.
Share insights into the importance of goal reassessment and adaptation.
Everything that you have in your mind is going to go the way that you plan it. So you have to make sure that you adapt. If for some reason, let's say you start working out and you get injured, then you have to find an alternative to make sure that you keep working out. If you get injured from your legs, then you can go to the gym and work up your upper body. If you get injured from your wrist or your upper body, then go do lower body, do legs. So you have to find a way to adapt and just make sure you stay committed to being consistent and make sure that you have no excuses to get things done. Because as soon as you start making excuses and you start being okay with things that are not turning out right, and you start slacking and being content or just satisfied of just saying, oh, I got hurt, so I'll just wait till next week, then that's going to be another bad habit that's going to be hard to get out of.
Can you discuss the impact of technology or fitness apps on your routine?
Well, I don't follow any type of fitness apps, but I mean, other than looking at videos on YouTube for workouts and techniques and ways to work out, and of course, listening to music. I think listening to music it's a big factor when it comes to working out. It definitely gets the blood going and motivates you to push harder. So making sure you have the right music, I think it helps a lot. Share a story where physical fitness played a role in personal achievement. Share a story where physical fitness played a role in personal achievement.
All right. Well, I think it's the story of my life. It's just very simple. Really, when I used to do exercise a lot when I was young, and I felt great. And I stopped doing exercise, and I don't know, I just feel like I stopped doing exercise for a while, and I wasn't feeling energized. I wasn't feeling great about myself, and I started taking up exercises again, working out, doing daily exercises, and I just started feeling great again. And that's it, guys. I mean, if you feel like shit, if you feel like something tormenting you and you just can't get out of it, put yourself in the gym and go hard at it. You're gonna get out of that mental state. I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, if you focus on your body, if you focus on your muscles, if you focus on being strong physically as a man, you are going to achieve greatness. And there is more possibilities, and that opens the door for you to have success. If you don't pay attention to your body, no matter how financially successful you are, you're not gonna be respected. You're still gonna be a dork. Like, you're still going to feel weak no matter what. And the essence of a man is to be strong. Discuss the role of self-discipline in maintaining a consistent fitness routine.
All right, so being self-disciplined plays a huge factor into your routine, into your consistency of working out. So, all right, so making sure you have accountability with yourself to achieve your goals. So by being consistent, your willpower is also going to get stronger. And anytime that you commit to yourself, you're going to know that you can rely on yourself to get things done.
How do you handle periods of travel or disruptions to your regular routine?
I would say wherever you travel to, just work out. I mean, if you're not able to go to the gym, then do push-ups. Or if you're at a hotel, if you're at out somewhere traveling on vacation, make sure that you work out wherever you are so you don't lose that habit. At the end of the day, the most important part of that is staying consistent and being disciplined with yourself. Can you describe the significance of recovery days within your regimen?
Well, yeah, I mean, the significance of it is to recover. The importance of it, if you don't have recovery days, you're going to end up hurting yourself. Or if you work out in the morning, I do know, and you do recover throughout the day. You do recover throughout the day. Also, if you're hurting yourself, just take time to recover. So if you're fighting against you, against who you are, against that weak person that you have inside you, against that weak mindset, you don't need to fight against anyone else. As long as you're beating yourself and you're winning, you're beating yourself every single day and you're being a better version of yourself every day, at least 1% better every single day that passes, you are winning. Share advice for individuals who are just starting their fitness journey.
I would tell them to be patient, be consistent, try your best every single day to push harder, and don't get desperate. If you're just starting off and you feel maybe embarrassed, you feel weak, you see other people working out and they are lifting heavy weights and you're just starting off with your 5-pounder, just know that we all been there, we all started somewhere, and in order to achieve greatness, in order to have that physique that you see, you have to persevere. You have to go through the process of going through all that to achieve what you want to achieve. You just have to be patient and be disciplined with your regimen of working out.
No matter how much patience you have, if you don't take action, it's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
But take action and have patience for the results.
Discuss the impact of positive reinforcement on your fitness motivation.
It's very important that you reinforce yourself positively. Take a picture every month and look at your progress, or take a picture every 6 months, or look at your progress. I think you gotta reinforce yourself. Oh, look, my abs are coming out. Oh, look, I look a little bit buffer. David was saying, be patient. And yes, you do have to be patient when you get your results. However, if you're working out for 3 years straight, right, and you're still not where you want to be at, well, that might be a demotivation for you. Or if you have your mind straight, that might be a huge motivation for you. I do believe strongly that if you would have taken pictures of yourself every 3 or 4 months within those 3 years, you would see all the progress you have. You would have positively reinforced yourself, your beliefs, and what you think about yourself, and you would go for more and you would achieve more. How do you approach goal setting in different phases of your fitness journey?
Depending on what your goal is, but I would say if you want to drop weight and you're working out for 3-4 months and you don't see any results, you don't see the results that you're looking for, then switch it up. Switch up your diet, switch up your workout. And if you work out another 3 months and you don't see the results you're looking for, you have to keep switching it up. Eventually you will find what works for you, and once you find that, then you just have to make sure you follow it and be consistent, and you will see results. Can you describe your favorite form of exercise and why it resonates with you?
Right now I'm not focusing on getting buff. Right now I'm focused on being financially successful and financially independent, financially free. Right now I'm focusing on that. I'm focusing on my business. I do know that once I have a little bit of financial success, I might focus on 100% on getting a little bit more buff. But right now, if you want to stay fit, I do recommend you to do a lot of push-ups if you want to stay strong.
What legacy or impact do you hope to leave through your commitment to physical fitness?
Yeah, if they see a strong father, if they see a strong grandfather, and they know the value of having a strong father over a weak father, and they might see other people that have weak fathers or weak parents, or in their circle. But if my kids see me, father was strong physically, and that I was a good example for them, and they're gonna be physically strong throughout their whole life.
Yeah, and mentally.
Yeah, and you set an example early out for your kid. They're gonna live with that example for the rest of their life. Yep, and this is the end of our podcast, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to work out, remember to exercise, max out, get strong, be strong mentally, financially, and physically, and let's conquer.